Welcome to Conway, South Carolina, Brooks Stadium and home of the teal-clad Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Georgia State Panthers. Taking on a team looking for its first win, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis. The Chanticleers will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Panthers' offense will take the field first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The Panthers want to crank the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got enough for the first down. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Panthers are rolling down the field.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll run the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Back to throw, it stops. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year.
He's going to go for a big one. Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Chanticleer.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Dobbs. Pulls it in, it's Wilkins. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. He'll heave it deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the shot to clears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Dobbs. They go to the wide receiver screen. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Working the middle, it's complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Chanticleers have their offense in high gear.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. And the Chanticleers want to move quickly.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Makes the grab. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bass. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to pull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth.
Bringing the heat.
Big 12
turning it on. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Dobbs. Quickly complete. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Now facing a 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit.
It's a seam wide open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. Oh, what a cut! He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive in.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Georgia State, 10.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it here on the incompletion.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Number 18, on to kick it away.
Punt is in the air. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Dobbs. Just a little off. Incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wants to fire on second down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And some room to work. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The shot that clears, moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. In the gun end, looking to throw on third down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Dobbs. He's got his man across the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Gives it to the back on the draw. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Chanticleers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's another Chanticleer.
They want to throw it. Big fella moving. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Trying to power it in. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the left. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Dobbs. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Georgia State jumps back to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jeff. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Looking to throw on first down. And the timing just a hair off. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Chanticleers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away on fourth down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Looking to throw, it's Dobbs. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Finds a little space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And that's another shot to clear.
They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The shot that clears, racing to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the shot to clears will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Dobbs. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. This one's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Hauls it in. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They're working that left side. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Power football with the run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
Will take over 1st and 7.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Fighting off the defender. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw, it's Dobbs. Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you've put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They go to the ground. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
And that's another shot to clear.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. The shot that clears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. And the shot to clear send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Dobbs. Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The shot that clears are in the hurry-up. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off-play action on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the shot that clears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Dobbs. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise that the O-line gets called for holding. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Pulled and fired complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The shot that clears will hustle to the line.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And the shot that clears run to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The shot that clears are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, shot to clear. And the punishment has been extended.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Georgia State, 10.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Now on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to pass. It's Dobbs. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the ground with the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Punch it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Wilkins. Breaks into the open. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Trying play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Dobbs. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. The snap sets up to throw. Fires one high and deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And that's another shot to clear.
Quick release by the QB. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. And the shot to clear has come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The shot that clears are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Toledo was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Rockets performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program.
To throw, it's Dobbs.
One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Under fire. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on! And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's the handoff. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The give as they work on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the shot that clears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the shot that clears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Unloads quickly. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Darnold. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Dobbs. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Great place to start for this offense. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.